We cannot be normalizing things that should not be normal. Oh my word, I did not expect that reaction. What? So much content around, you know, people being unloyal in relationships, and even swap your phone pranks like, yeah bro, I'm so tired as well, like, ugh, I got so little sleep last night. Yeah, you might want to buckle up for this one. And grab a snack too. Welcome back to Realizations with Caslian Scott, and in today's video I'm going to be reacting to TikTok videos. Now, disclaimer, I do not know everything, I do not claim to know everything. This video does not intend to offend anybody. That being said, I am open to learning and hearing from you, so please do share your thoughts down below in the comments. Let's just make sure it's respectful. Do consider subscribing, like this video, and share it to somebody you think might be interested in this type of content. Anyway, let's get into reacting to these videos.
Please normalize these. This is Coke Zero in here. I just was laying in bed the other day and I was like, how much more comfortable would I be right now if I just had like something to A, nibble on, but B, I wouldn't have to sit up to have some of my drink. Like, I'm a Stanley Cup girly through and through, but this is just so much more convenient and so much more soothing. I'm not ashamed to lead this movement. This is something I will stand on. Finally, business will stand on. And you know what? Don't call me weird, because I see girlies with water bottles with chewy straws and they hype them up like, oh my god, it's got a chewy straw. I know what you're trying to replicate. You're just embarrassed to say it. It's this. Go buy one. Be happy.
Firstly, we are in 2024 now, babes. We cannot be normalizing things that should not be normal. That is a baby bottle. A baby bottle. You are a grown woman. She said, be happy? Buy a bottle, be happy? I don't think that's where you will find happiness, babes. This video has 4.7 million likes. I just think about the wide range of audience that has seen this video. Some people see things on the internet and they internalize it, especially with somebody that they admire. I don't know, I just feel like influencers need to be a bit more careful with what they're promoting. I don't even know how old she is. Come on, bro. You're promoting drinking out of a baby's bottle. We're gonna normalize drinking out of a baby's bottle. I don't know what that says about you, but for us to turn and be like it's equivalent to a Stanley Cup, don't get me wrong, the Stanley Cup craze that I've been seeing on the internet has been crazy on its own. You can buy a Stanley Cup with a chewy straw and I promise I will not judge you. If you're judging somebody because they're drinking out of a chewy straw and comparing that to drinking out of a baby's bottle, you should be concerned. I am concerned. I'm sure there's other substitutes if you want something to nibble on that you can get instead of a baby's bottle. Right, I'm sure there's other substitutes, because why else would you wanna promote drinking out of a baby's bottle unless you weren't trying to start a trend? I don't know. Let's look at the next one.
Things that seriously need to be normalized, because I am tired. Let's hear it. Number one is the decision to not have any friends. It's okay. I'm seeing a lot of things going around of people saying, oh, if someone doesn't have friends, beware of them. No, beware of the person with many friends. Many friends. Because it gives them the opportunity to speak about each other behind each other.
I do not fully agree with that. We're human beings. We were not made to be alone. And I think that this society that we're in tries to promote more and more of just like individuality and like narcissism and selfishness and just me. And it's okay if I always want to be on my babes. If you need somebody, it's okay. It's okay to have people around you. It's okay to have company, but it's also okay to not always be around people all the time. It's okay to have a balance. I think there's space for having a balance.
If you get, you get. If you don't, you don't. Some people are just a bit more picky with who they call friend. Number two is cancelling plans because of your mental health. That is a very valid reason to cancel a plan. You don't have to be sick or be on your period to say that you can't make it. You can just be suffering from really bad mental health. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you're mentally drained. That is enough to cancel a plan. Can we normalize that, please? Next.
I do not think that concept entirely is accurate. Cool. I've had days where I felt like I've made plans and I didn't feel like going out the day off because I wasn't feeling my best. And I think there's space to acknowledge that when you're not feeling your best, you know, your focus should be on how you're going to get out of it. And so maybe pushing yourself, maybe you need that push to go out and have a great time. Staying at home and moping around in your feelings all day is not going to make your mental health any better. Going out with and being around community and people you love and people you care about, that is definitely going to make that shift and that difference. And so, yeah, no. Even if you don't feel like going out and you said you were gonna go out, girl, you gotta go out. Yeah, man, I feel like there are exceptions, but I don't feel like it should be the excuse each and every time. How are you expecting to feel better if you are ensuring that you're staying at home and making yourself feel worse? Then again, sometimes you might need it, to each his own.
Okay, and the final thing, I have mentioned this in my previous video, re-wearing your outfits. Being seen in the same outfit twice, 3 times, 4 times, how many times?
I mean, that's what clothes are for. I wash them. They're supposed to be washed. So what if you see me in the same top 10 videos in a row? It's supposed to be worn again. So I do agree with that. And I do think that we need to normalize that. Nowadays with, you know, fashion trends and styles and stuff that are changing so much, people feel this pressure that, nah, I had this on yesterday. I do the same thing where it's like, I had this on yesterday, so I should kind of mix it up here and there. But outfits are supposed to be worn again, and at some point you're going to see me in the same outfit, just worn differently. That's what they're for.
How many times I've worn this in my videos? Scroll down my page and you'll see how many times I've worn this in my videos, because I paid for it. I paid for it. Yeah, I'm going to wear it because I paid for it. I'm not going to wear it once and be like, oh, I've worn this already, I can't wear it again. No, this is my money. My money, I'm wearing my money, okay? I'm not going to let it gather dust in my wardrobe because I don't want to be seen in it twice or 3 times. I don't give a heck. Let's normalize re-wearing outfits, okay? Thank you, bye.
I'm with it. Let's move on to the next video.
Listen, can we please normalize being in love again? Like, y'all really made being toxic and cheating on your partner too popular these days. It's actually, like, we actually live in a generation where you get called a simp or being soft when you love your partner openly. Like, what? Like, bruh, it's very rare to find someone who is like-minded when it comes down to dating in this generation. Can't relate. Y'all be safe out here, though. I hope y'all find a healthy love for real.
Amen. Real for real. So much content around, you know, people being unloyal in relationships and even swap your phone pranks. Like, it's bad out here, bro. It's so bad out here. And it's scary and it's sad too, you know. I mean, there's 2 sides to it. Sometimes people say kudos to the creator for, you know, exposing the cheaters, but others aren't really as proud of it because people, like this guy's going out and creating content off of people's heartache. They're using their situation to make content out of it, which I don't really salute because it kind of sucks just watching people, you know, fall apart, making a mockery out of it, and memes are being made out of it. It's scary. Hey, the internet is a scary place. You say and do one thing wrong and it's raps, bro. Let's move on.
Are you natural or not?
So I'm just been waiting for this question. So tell me, what do you
Waiting
think?
my entire life.
Well, yeah, no. I want an honest opinion.
Do you compete?
Not anymore, no.
So you used to.
I used to 5 years ago in the amateur league in Europe.
My guess is no.
Does it matter what I say? People will still believe what they will believe.
People will believe what they want to believe,
Yeah.
but what's your answer?
My answer is that I'm natural.
Lifetime natural? You're in the competing days?
Yeah, I mean, I was an amateur. I did it for fun. I still live for fun. I live for the real passion of lifting weights. I don't have a goal of getting bigger. I don't have a goal of course, everyone wants to always be lean.
Yeah.
But I also know that it always comes down to how I eat. Like, that's the main thing. And so, yeah, I'm natural.
I mean, she's built really well. I give her that, and I know that comes with a lot of hard work and dedication. So salute to you, Miss Girl. I don't have anything else to say on that. I know that bodybuilders are usually mostly men because they gravitate toward that. So it's different, you know, seeing a woman do that. But she says she does feel passionate about it, and so you go, Miss Girl.
I was an island girl for like days, and now it's time to take out the braids. Okay, I'm just sliding the elastics out. It's pretty easy to do. A lot of people were upset about the braids, but I absolutely love the braids so much. These braids made my hair so easy to manage. My hair was just out of my face at all.
In the same way that black people can relax their hair and have straight hair, I think that white people are also allowed to braid their hair and explore that side of themselves too, because it's not just limited to one thing. Although I do think that there's a certain amount of respect that comes with it, and people are not always going to accept what you do and accept your views. People are going to have different opinions on it and sometimes express that too, but I think then again it comes down to you and what you want to do, and ensuring that at the end of the day you're not offending anybody, because I don't think that people do this with the intention to offend anybody. It comes from their own rooted want to do so, and so I think there's acknowledging that at least. So I hope I made my point.
Times. It was so easy. It was the best thing ever. Also, okay, maybe you don't think the braids look good on me. That's fine. But they...
I do think the braids look really nice on her. They didn't even look like braids, I can't lie.
Look amazing. Like, this is the coolest thing in the whole wide world. Like, I love it. So everyone said they're excited for like my hair to fall out and then I was gonna get
Me also wondering why she's loosening it. They still look so neat.
like my hair to fall out and then I was gonna get alopecia. My hair is pretty curly. I feel like it could take a lot of, like, I feel like I'm gonna be okay, right? I didn't.
Girl, why are you taking down your hair? When I tell you that looks so beautiful on you, oh my goodness, it looks
Oh my word, I did not expect that reaction. What?
looks so pretty. I don't know why you're taking it down. So let me just say this. Cultures are shared. Cultures are shared. And I'm pretty sure when she got from the Caribbeans, when she got there, I'm pretty sure they was happy to braid her hair because they were sharing their culture with her. They were sharing their culture with her. So for her to come back and say, oh, let me take this down because people are saying my hair is going to fall out. People are saying I'm going to get alopecia. Shame on you. Cultures are meant to be shared. Cultures are meant to be shared. I don't understand why we keep howling culture appropriation. We appropriate each other's culture every day. My husband just went and ate taco casa. I guess he appropriated Mexicans. But anyway, y'all, can we stop? Because her hair is beautiful. And to make her feel like she is doing something wrong, and the fact that she just came here to take down her hair and it looked so beautiful on her, and she was just saying how it was so helpful to her, that it was very manageable. She didn't have to worry about her hair being in her face, and she could just get up and go. It made her life easier. Y'all, come on.
Come on.
It's heck hair, not race. Heck hair, not race. Y'all, remember, abundance have with frizziness, dryness, hair breakage, hair tangling, and so much more. And remember, cultures are shared, not appropriated. Culture appreciation, not culture appropriation. I love you.
Culture appreciation and not culture appropriation. I love that. I love that. Her personality is so cool. Anyway.
Things that we've actually normalized in our society but are actually pretty weird. Number one, always having to be busy, always having to preoccupy your time with something.
Yeah, that's so true. I feel like nowadays, hustle culture and like the idea of like always having to do something, even if it's just for show, for the internet, for an Instagram story, for a WhatsApp status, like, always having to be busy. Like, girl, come on. I have a vlog channel. I'm not always doing something. There are days where I just chill back and sit out and be lazy all day and do nothing. And that's okay. We need to normalize having lazy days, but disciplined and balance. Okay? So, balance.
Sometimes you just need to chill. Number two is lack of sleep. It damages your body and mind way more than people think it does. It really does. Number three is
oh my word, it's so crazy. We've normalized speaking about exhaustion and being tired and being fatigued. Like, I guess it's something we can all relate to, but also then prioritize the importance of good sleep. And instead of being like, bro, I'm so tired, and then this person's like, yeah, bro, I'm so tired as well. Like, oh, I got so little sleep last night. And then it's like, damn, bro, me too, this, that. And it's like, bro, why are we not telling one another, you gotta get more sleep? That's why you're tired. That's why you can't be as productive. That's why you're not feeling your best, because you ain't sleeping well. And I should take my own advice. I should.
Child. Anyway, so
trying to turn every hobby or skill into a business and trying to convince your friends and family that they should do so as well with every hobby and skill. Number four. People expecting you to be constantly connected to your phone and reply to a text right away as soon as they send it.
Do people expect that?
Number five is working yourself half to death and retiring still more poor than when you started. Number six.
Yeah, that shouldn't be normalized.
Is caring about celebrities more than friends and family that you actually know. Number seven is food waste. We waste so much food as a society.
That's something I'm working on as well. Wasting less food and just being more mindful.
Eight is giving a 5-year-old a smartphone to keep them occupied.
Bro, literally. What happened to having age limits and age restrictions? Like, kids are not supposed to have phones or social media at all. I remember there was a time where you weren't allowed to be on Instagram unless you were 13 years old. And when I finally turned 13, I was able to log into my Instagram account, and that was the first time I had it. Like, I was in grade 7. But even then, I didn't even use it as much until like high school. So yeah, they need to love their lives. Kids don't have dope childhoods anymore. Like, their childhoods are filled with Cocomelon and YouTube.
They do not need a smartphone. Number 9, this should never happen and happens all the time, is going bankrupt from medical bills.
Agreed. And even this whole concept of having private and public hospitals. What happened to treating everybody the same? Why is your life more worthy because you have more money than I do? It's a sad reality.
And number 10, of course, retail customers always entitled to be right.
Agreed. I wouldn't say the customer's rights should be normalized, but I think that the whole concept of just respecting the customer, but the customer also needs to respect the people that are helping them. There's always that in return. And I don't think that that is spoken about. There's a gecko in my room.
Let's protect our natural by avoiding cutting trees. Our forest is dense. Our forest is a gift.
And I don't think that's spoken about enough. Next video.
There are some things that just don't make any sense to me.
What doesn't make sense to you?
Or like, why do people insist on doing these things? Like shaking your hand when they meet you. I don't want to touch you. On doing these things, like shaking your hand when they meet you. I don't want to touch you.
Can we please normalize shaking hands in 2024? I think hugs are way more intimate and a bit more uncomfortable when I'm meeting a stranger or somebody for the first time and I'm now entitled to hug them. I'm gonna shake your hand. I would rather shake your hand than give you a hug, respectfully. So if you don't want them to shake your hand, what are you expecting them to do? Hug you? Because either way, they're gonna touch you.
Don't understand why people insist on telling other people to smile. There are so many other emotions and people have every right to express every one of them. You don't have to be happy 24/7. That is impossible. Like, I don't have to put a smile on my face just to accommodate you and make you feel pleasant. Imagine if I told you to put a bag over your face because I don't like your ugly face.
I mean, I get it. I do. I don't think it's the same thing. But I know I be mugging people when I'm walking alone. I just think we need to normalize having straight faces and not always smiling. I do agree with that. It's okay to not always be smiling. But when you do see me and acknowledge me with a smile, at least, I'd appreciate that. So that I know you're happy to see me and that you are at least wanting to engage in this conversation with me. But apart from that, I don't need to be forced to smile if I do not want to smile, because if I wanted to smile, I would be smiling. How about that?
I don't understand why people say it's nice to meet you within like 5 seconds of meeting you.
I think it's nice to say that. Don't you think it's nice to say that?
At least for me, I haven't made up my mind yet. It might not be nice to meet you, and there is a very good chance I'm not gonna like you. I don't.
What are the chances? There are chances, but
understand people who insist on making conversation with someone who clearly does not want to have a conversation. Like, stop taking everything so personal. Sometimes people just have a bad day and don't want to be surrounded by people asking them what's wrong all day long. I don't.
Okay, but then there's a way of saying that. Like, you just say that, you know, other people only know how to have conversation in order to try and make you feel better. Do you know what I mean? Or understand you better and check up on you. And so if that's something you do not desire, just be like, you know what, I think I just need to be on my own, or maybe I'm not in the mood to have this conversation right now. There's still a healthy way of explaining to somebody that that's what you desire without coming off rude. Please.
Understand calling something a guilty pleasure. I've never felt guilty about liking something.
A guilty pleasure is when you like something that you're not supposed to be liking, or enjoying something that you're not supposed to be enjoying, and therefore it makes you feel guilty. That is a guilty pleasure. So for instance, binge eating late at night when you know that you're not supposed to, but the food that you're binging at night is so good. And this is a very specific scenario. That is a guilty pleasure.
I don't understand people who preach waking up early to be more productive.
I feel attacked because I am the type of person that preaches waking up early to be more productive.
You get 24 hours no matter where you start the day.
No, you don't. If you start the day at 8 a.m., you have less than 24 hours to continue the day. Like, is the math not mathing here? Am I missing something? How do you have 24 hours in a day, but you've already slept half of it away? Waking up at 12, you've already lost 12 hours of the day. What 24 hours are you still looking for? Because yes, there will be 24 hours after that, but it's not the 24 hours, the complete 24 hours that you would have initially had you woken up a little bit more earlier. I'm just saying. What a way to end his video. Okay, so lastly, I want to play this video for you, but I just want to give you a little bit of context. When I had seen this video, oh my word, it triggered me beyond what it was supposed to trigger me. I'm gonna play the video and then I'll give you my thoughts after.
There's nothing worse than a friendly hand. Joe? Oh. Hey. She greets the bouncer. Sit down. She greets the bouncer. Sit down. Actually, she greets the person. Let's say you're going to like a family, a games night. Yeah. Don't make it about the club. Let's say you're going to a games night. First of all, she greets the security guard. When you're giving the code, hey, Malume, it's 872. Yeah. Hello, Malume Lishapo. Lishapo Malume. Lijile.
These guys clearly seem to want a mean hun. So imagine your hun is walking to your family, you go into the house, you're meeting the family, and she's mean mugging everybody because she is not friendly. You want a hun that is friendly, that can, gel with everybody. I think what they mean when they say they don't want a friendly hun is they do not want somebody that's over friendly to other guys, and that they should just say that as it is.
So, then you walk into the games night, hey guys.
Please let me know if you guys agree with the statement or not. I think they're mistaking somebody being nice and jolly.
Hey guys!
Are you not happy to see everyone?
And you didn't know you just invited the MC. This is you in the back going, like you're just confused. You're just like, she's too friendly.
And maybe that's not the type of girls they're into, because they are the ones who are the loud, friendly guys. I think that might be the case here, because you know how they say like forces repel and opposites attract, right? So maybe these guys are the ones with these loud and bubbly personalities, and so they're expecting their partners to at least be a bit more reserved and not as outgoing as they are. That's just my assumption. Anyways, I do think there's a time and place, and I think there's boundaries that need to be in place. But I also think that, when you're in a relationship with somebody, that these things should be spoken about so you can come to agreement and work in accordance. You know what I mean? So that your boyfriend does not make fun of you on the internet when you are being too friendly. Anyway, I read through the comments and most of the girls felt the same way that I do. I was just as attacked. I felt just as attacked. Somebody says, yeah, I feel attacked because I genuinely greet everyone. But manners are not in fashion anymore. Like, tell me about it. If somebody else says, yo, I'm the friendly hun. I was taught to love wholeheartedly and be kind. Yes, because your parents raised you with manners. How are you supposed to act? You know what I mean? Like, it would have been a different situation if they made this claim and then supported why and told us maybe like why they felt this way. But this is not credible enough for me. This does not suffice. I do not agree with this at all, okay? Somebody else says, Mara, when we're mean, y'all complain too. And that's true. Somebody says it's not friendliness, it's basic manners and decency. You tell them. I agree. So most of the comments are the honeys agreeing and being in agreement with this whole situation. And I am in agreement with them, okay? Be friendly, be nice, and let's not worry about what these other people think about that. Okay, do you? So yeah, we have finally reached the end of today's video. I had so much fun reacting to these. I hope you enjoyed it as well, and I am open and I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know what was your favorite reaction, and I'm hoping to film more of these soon, so do leave a like as well. I know you'd like to see more of this content, and I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing evening, an amazing week ahead, an amazing morning, whatever time you are watching us. And that's all from me, Caslian Scott. This is Realizations, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.